And I'll tell you, before we talk about the wrestling, I I have various things that I've written down I got to bring up. I got notes here. I want to keep people up to date on things. One, I have to make a retraction or a correction. See, I do that. We get on Uncle Dave and some of these other people if they don't do this. But so when I emit wrong information or give people an incorrect idea or try to lead them astray, I correct it as soon as I'm aware of this. So I'm making that statement right now. Remember here on your program a few days ago, the Drive-Thru, I said, Brian, I'm watching this TV show on the Netflix called The Watcher. And boy, it's cool so far. It's the people, the family buys a house with weird neighbors and spooky things ongoing and fucking creepy shit. And boy, howdy, and there's masked figures behind the fucking couch when they walk through the room, all this shit, right? Remember me telling you about this?
Yeah, I had never heard of it before, and you surprisingly were introducing me to a Netflix show that I still haven't watched or probably won't be watching, but...
Well, I was about to go into that. Remember I told people, oh, you ought to watch The Watcher? Don't fucking watch it. Do not fucking watch that show. Do not give it the time of your life. 7 hours of this fucking bullshit. These people, whoever is that Ryan Murphy motherfucker, he's on my shit list right now. I liked American Horror. Stevie Nicks was in American Horror Story. How could you not like it? And some of them other witches were in their own way appealing as well, but nevertheless.
What are you talking about? What happened that turned you off to this show so
Ryan
badly?
fucking Murphy and everybody involved in this. You know the guy whose name I couldn't remember from goddamn Boardwalk Empire? He wasn't the star anyway.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, the show probably would have been better without him on that one either. Boardwalk Empire. Fuck this guy. Fuck whoever this fucking actress is that plays his fucking
What's his name? Do you have his name?
I don't know. Look it up. The Watcher on Netflix somewhere. Fuck Netflix. For that matter. These, as Mama Cornette would say, these sorry, no good son of a bitches.
What happened?
Remember I said I was about to start.
Oh, Bobby Carnival. Yeah, he was one of the stars of the last couple seasons of Boardwalk Empire. And then he was on Vinyl. Remember we talked about that awful show Vinyl that lasted one season and HBO was like never again.
Yeah, well, fuck Bobby fucking Cardinal or whatever his goddamn name.
Carnival. There's no R. Carnival.
Well, he can Carnival. So fuck him too. Point being, I'd watched the first 4 shows. I believe when last we checked in, and I think it was wrong about the 5th show that I was starting to go, now wait a minute. Some of these people are not reacting in a logical fashion. And I'm struggling with some of the plot developments here, but I'm sure that's just a momentary diversion and they'll kick this thing into high gear because I figure in 6 and 7, they got a lot of splaining to do. Because remember I said I'd be upset if it was some cliffhanger and goddamn, then the show didn't get renewed and you never found out, right? I'm hoping this is a self-contained series. Well, I've watched all 7 of them now and I still don't fucking know. I don't know shit. I don't know shit from apple butter. I don't know whether this thing's going to continue. I don't know whether that was a cliffhanger. I don't know whether that was the end of the show and the series. I don't know who did what to who in what fashion and why and how. They didn't explain shit. When 6 was over with, I said, okay, again, is this a 2-hour finale? What the fuck? How are they going to get to the bottom of this? They didn't get to the bottom of dick. They didn't even fucking pop the top off the dick. They explain nothing. You don't know how or why any of this was done or by who. And some of the shit just doesn't make a lick of goddamn sense, and they just left it. They just left it. They just fought off.
I have Netflix here, and it says it's a 2022 series. It was premiered October 2022.
It's old? I thought it was new. We just heard about it.
It is loosely based on a 2018 article by Reeves Wiedemann for New York Magazine's website, The Cut.
I'll agree it was loosely based. It was so loose it was positively fucking flaccid, but go ahead.
Despite being originally conceived as a miniseries, The Watcher was renewed for a second season in November 2022.
And have they done it?
I don't see anything here about the production of the second season.
Well, what the fuck?
Well,
so if I'd have watched that thing when it first came out, it's 2 years later, I still would be as mad as I am now that I wasted my fucking 7 hours of my life. Stace was hot. Harley was pissed. She had to sit there in front of it too.
Well, she didn't have to sit there, but listen, you shouldn't force the dog to watch these things. The modern television show This Happens, it really started with The Sopranos with giant gaps in between seasons. Years go by. Game of Thrones, too. I guess maybe The Watcher, they need a lot of time to produce the next 7 episodes.
A lot of time after that fucking last episode. I can't imagine anybody's going to give them any more time. Maybe they all quietly slunk off into the fucking darkness over that.
I don't know. We have to find out. Does he find out that Nora is watching?
Hey, how do you know?
I got Wikipedia right here.
Oh, God damn it. I thought you said you hadn't watched it, but you're cheating.
I haven't watched it. That's not cheating. That's not cheating. I told you I had this before.
You're just like that with the interwebs where you can just pull up information.
Theodora? Who names their child Theodora nowadays?
Well, she's an older lady.
Oh, that explains it.
Yeah.
That explains it. Although a lot of the older names.
Theodora was big in the 40s and 50s.
And there's a Karen. I see there's a Karen. You have a Karen.
Stifler's mom is in it.
Oh. Is she Theodora?
No. She was, oh, goddamn. What was her? The real estate agent.
That woman can do anything she wants. She'll always be referred to as Stifler's mom.
Well, and she's still
a 99.
She's still a buxom older lady, but anyway, the whole thing, it had a lot of potential. So I don't know, they based it on a newspaper article. It sounds like they based it on something somebody scribbled on the stall wall at a truck stop when they were taking a shit. Because there was once they had the fucking spooky characters, there's no story, no substance whatsoever that has any kind of payoff.
Well, hold on, I have an article here from thedirect.com. Those waiting for any sort of imminent release for The Watcher Season 2 on Netflix just got some bad news.
Uh-huh.
Starring Naomi Watts and Bobby Cannavale, this series was given a second season order by Netflix in November 2022, mere weeks after Season 1's premiere. Given the extended time since it's...
Wait a minute. Before it had time to settle in with people just exactly how bad this thing stunk.
Given the extended time since its announcement, some believe the show would be primed for a 2024 release as part of the streamer's tentpole lineup. According to a new report, The Watcher Season 2 has been pushed out of 2024, with a 2025 release more likely.
What the fuck?
The hit Netflix series appeared as part of a list of projects from the streamer that will skip 2024, alongside Exo Kitty and The Recruit. As it stands, it is currently unknown.
Wait a minute, Exo Kitty and The Recruit, is that like a new Ant-Man and the Wasp?
No, those are 2 separate shows. They are not combined as one super unit.
I thought it was a buddy flick. I didn't know.
It may work better that way. As it stands, it is currently unknown when The Watcher will go into production on its sophomore effort. Naomi Watts.
I think this one that I just watched was a very sophomore-ish effort.
Series star Naomi Watts revealed to Entertainment Weekly that she has not heard anything more about the show.
Yeah.
Quote, I know they said yes to the next series, but I haven't heard anything more. All right. So maybe one day. This is the frustration with a lot of these shows. And a lot of great shows go off the air after one season, like Freaks and Geeks. The series ends.
We're back to that again. 30 years, you have not lost your goddamn...
It's the best show. It holds up.
Fascination.
Well, the series ends with the girl running off with other teenagers to join the Grateful Dead on the road. Well, and that's the end of the series. You never get to find out what happens when her parents see her in a few weeks.
Well, chances are they saw her again about 7 years when they pulled her lifeless body out of a porta-john
Jesus
in the
Christ.
goddamn parking lot somewhere.
The Grateful
Fucking
Dead, there weren't too
Oakland
many
Coliseum.
lifeless bodies. What are you talking about?
Well, you know, these people that were just infested with the drugs.
The drugs.